Holla holla, it's your boy George Billionaire, and Hustle Hard is where we're off to, and every single Monday we do this. So if you haven't watched any of the Hustle Hard series, make sure you go on George Billionaire YouTube, type in Hustle Hard. You're going to see a lot of school run diaries, you're going to see a lot of videos I've done on various different platforms. But I can tell you that Hustle Hard, definitely, it'll do something to you. It'll change your mindset. And one thing I've been about for so many years is just that we need to be provoked to act, to not just rely on one stream of income, to know that there's another side of life that you haven't seen. But because of the fear, the excuses, there's so many things that hold you back. You'll never know what you could have become until it's too late. I don't want you to die and get to the old age full of regret. I want to keep provoking. I want to keep poking you every single Monday. And if you see the amount of episodes we've done over the past 3 years now in 2025, there's so many episodes that even if you watch them today, tomorrow, any day, they will definitely do so much to you. So we're on our way as always. Make sure you watch this until the end. This is definitely going to leave you, your children, your friends, whoever you're going to ask to watch, very intrigued and definitely very provoked. It's your boy George Billionaire. Let's go.
Welcome to Hustle Hard, we are all about empowering entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs with the tricks and strategies to make life easier and hustle smarter. Whether you are just starting out or scaling your business, we are here to help. Send us a voice note on 0719 100 404 with your questions or topics that are related to your hustle. What business is it that you are in, or what hustle are you trying to start? We'll feature them in next week's edition and provide valuable insights to help you grow. Today, get ready to level up. Stay tuned as you get ready to up your hustle game, because that's what we do right here on Hustle Hard. We are here to provoke, to inspire, and to equip you to be the better person that you were created by God to be. Navigating the world of business funding can be tricky, especially in high-risk, low-cash economies. Africa is going through the most, but so are businesses, and some are thriving and some are closing. Yours doesn't have to be the next one that closes, but it's not impossible. From partnerships and pre-orders to microfinancing and grants, there are practical ways to secure capital. It's all about strategy, building trust, and telling your story well. Now, speaking about telling your story well, social media has made certain business people believe business rangu rigo fire, but social media is giving the numbers, the comments, my likes, So social media metrics can provide some insights into your business, but they have limitations as a direct indicator of business performance. Here's why. Vanity metrics, likes, followers, just like what Noma said, engagement metrics don't always translate to sales or revenue. In direct correlation, social media engagement may not directly impact your business performance. Limited representation. Social media users may not represent your entire customer base or target market. But we're not canceling the social media altogether. We're just saying, please, it's not the metrics that you should be using. Holla, holla.
Holla, holla.
It's
your boy, George Billionaire.
What it do?
Noma and Becky K, the amazing duo we have here at Hustle Hard. Always bring a smile to your face.
Yep.
Every single Monday, you know, it's that time where, yes, we speak about social issues, but on Monday we specifically speak about business-related issues.
Absolutely.
To help you level up. I love that word you use, to level up.
Yeah.
Whatever level you're at, if you keep listening to us, we can guarantee you, you're definitely going to go far higher, because that's exactly what we're about. Becky K, I would love to give a big shout out to the sporting facilities happening all over the country of Zimbabwe.
Go ahead.
You know, it's amazing to see the soccer at a different level. I've been at Rufaro Stadium, I've been at the Hart Stadium, I've been at Commando Grounds. You know, soccer has been revived, and it's something that it's been a long time coming.
True.
And it's good to see that happening. So big shout out to all those soccer teams I know there
For
are a lot
doing the most.
I know there's a lot of happy, disappointed people this weekend, but such is life. But to have that happening in the country of Zimbabwe, it is great to see that vibe. Also, a special shout out to Team Zimbabwe Swimming, who have gone to the Africa Aquatic Zone 5 Championships. And yours truly, Gabriel Ethan Munengwa, who came on the show
Gabe.
2 years back, and he promised you that he was going to go and swim for the Olympics when he grew up. So I'm proud. I'm a proud father to say my son Gabriel is representing Zimbabwe in Swaziland with the amazing team of Zimbabwean swimmers who have promised that they are going to do their best to bring as much silverware as possible. So let's keep Team Zimbabwe swimming. And definitely these are going to be online, and we're going to be able to see what these guys are doing. But they will be back end of this week, and I can guarantee you they promised that they're coming with some silverware. So big shout out to them, and we wish them all the best. As we get into,
man, congrats.
Yeah, thanks. Becky.
Congratulate. No, like congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were on the show with him, I saw this video we did 2 years back. You know, on Facebook, it shows you that feed, and Gabriel was talking about, at that time he was in grade 5, before he was ever put into the regional, the local Harare team, and even now the Zimbabwe team. He spoke all of this into existence. And we always emphasize on the power of the SFP, the self-fulfilling prophecy. Whatever you talk about comes about. It's just not about talking. I can tell you he's one person who's very dedicated. He's got amazing coaches that are helping him to achieve his personal best. So in life, yes, it's good to have something you want to achieve, but you must have a serious work ethic if you're going to achieve those things.
That's true. I like the aspect that you brought in there about him having a coach that brings out the best in him. Everybody needs a coach who will bring out the best in you, because everyone has got something to give.
That's right.
And sometimes you just need the right person to push you in the right direction. Do business this way, don't do that, and do it this way. Why don't you try and sell this? Why don't you try and spruce it up this way? Everybody needs someone to just push them in the right direction.
True. And somebody who is not concerned with your emotions or how you feel.
Because guys, I'm a feelings.
Yeah, and I've attended some of his practice sessions, and the way they practice, which they do 4.5 kilometers a day, training,
swimming.
Yeah, training every single day. So when you want to become an internationally known accredited swimmer, you're gonna have to be able to keep upgrading your fitness and your times. And that training, if you see it, it's not easy. When you see it, you may feel sorry for your son. And I, as a father, may say, this is a bit too much.
Yeah.
But the coach who's actually experienced that and dealt with people at that level who became gold medal Olympic champions knows what you must go through in order for you to grow through and actually come back with that medal. So the training sessions are not easy. But what makes him now get on all these podiums, and he's told you many times he's won a lot of things. It's not just him practicing by himself. Rightfully, like you're saying, it's about the mentor, the coach. Even what we are doing here on Hustle Hard, we're making you feel very uncomfortable about things probably your own father, uncle, brother, husband, wife cannot speak to you about. But these are real facts which will help you to level up and become a better individual.
True story, true story. If you're just joining us, welcome to Hustle Hard with George Billionaire. We're talking all about social media metrics. Is it a good way to indicate your business performance? No, in the world we live in, social media has controlled a lot of the things that we do with our business, or the way we manage our businesses. Because we're looking at social media likes, and we make the mistake of equating it to progress or to business. What has been your experience with your business and social media metrics?
Well, so social media is a platform where it's supposed to do two things. It's supposed to bring brand awareness to people. Brand awareness is that people should know about your product and service that you do. When people see your brand, they gain confidence in it. And I've said this before, that every human being on planet Earth only makes a subconscious decision to try or choose a specific brand after they have seen it a minimum of at least 20 times.
Oh.
So get this correctly. I'll say that slowly again. In order for you to choose and actually make a buying decision, you must have seen or heard of this brand subconsciously in your mind at least a minimum of 20 times. Now, if you think right now, some of the products you use at home, some of the clothing brands you wear, the reason why you chose that specifically is because it has already been embedded in your mind that there's no decision making needed in order for you to purchase that.
So when you see it, you're automatically just going to pick that
product. Now, I'll give you a simple example without naming brands, and I know people listening to us are automatically going to choose and say that thing subconsciously.
Yes.
Now, Becky, if you want to use toothpaste and you want to go to the shop to buy toothpaste, by the way, it's called toothpaste. It's not called that which you said.
Yes.
It's actually called toothpaste, but because of deliberately branding on television shows, on social media, on all those movies you see, subconsciously you see it.
So it's no longer toothpaste.
It's no longer a buying decision that when you go. When you're looking for dishwashing liquid, which is the actual name, by the way,
it's not
that one.
You see,
it's actually called dishwashing liquid.
What about scouring powder?
You see, automatically something comes to your mind. So the essence of, we could go into and list them all. The essence of social media use is to bring awareness of the brand to people, so that people know, there's Pro air conditioning. And the more you see it in various people's offices, wherever you go, in shopping malls,
you are expecting to see.
Then now when you want to make that consumer purchase, you now know, wait a minute, I've seen this before somewhere. There are certain people who, if they're going to buy a mobile device, it's either this one or that one. If it's the other ones, or maybe it's because of available disposable income, but usually people will pick A or B, right, as the top two. I didn't mention names, but everybody who's listening knows the top two tier of. And that's the purpose of social media. It's there to inform. Now, every soccer game we watch, every basketball game we watch, every rugby game we watch, even on your phone, there are always pop-up things which are trying to push you towards selecting that brand. So you'll see it subconsciously. You'll see it whilst the game is being played, the scoreboard, there's a brand there, whether it's a tennis game, you'll see on the score everywhere. So that's the purpose of social media. It's there to inform people about your brand, so people see you, so that people can see, remember, and actually purchase from you. But when it comes to what you've said, where people now make it seem as though social media relates to sales, there is a point where I'm sure all the big brands that we mentioned do not advertise. There are some brands actually that actually do not advertise on social media, because they are niche markets. They advertise at specific events, right? And then on social media, I can understand our day-to-day, low-level things that are needed by everybody. Those can obviously be marketed on that platform. But having 100,000 likes on a post
does not equate to sales.
It does not. It just shows you that people know the brand. But you may find, like, for it, say, we launch a new toothpaste today, people are very, very loyal to what they know, because they've experienced it, they've tasted it, they've driven it, they've used it. It will take you a very long time to convince people to go from already where they were to try something new, because they are happy with what they already know. Which is why in nowadays we need to be very aggressive, have not just flyers, but have videos, have testimonials, have a different way. Which is why I think in social media space they use influencers to try and really push that people taste the product, because people will not use any other product that they are not familiar with. They will do already what they know, but then it's important also in this day and age. I always say, if you're not marketing in this day and age, it's like twinking at a girl in the dark that you like. And they're trying to tell you, I like you.
And she can't
But
see you.
therefore, which is why marketing is very important.
Right.
If you know that beverage all the time on all soccer games, it's always advertising up until now. When you go to the rural areas and you ask our rural folks what drink do they want, they want that specific.
Ndipo Marie.
Yes. Because no, that's what they have seen.
That's what they've
I
seen.
want this color, that one.
Yes.
Because you see, orange.
Orange.
Yeah. But that's the power of marketing. And it subconsciously stays in people's minds. So obviously, yes, in any organization, your marketing budget is going to be the biggest. But remember, it may not give you the yield and results tomorrow, but in the long term, because you're trying to buy what is called goodwill and brand loyalty. And that does happen.
Thank you
overnight.
for bringing that in. I was actually just quickly going to take it to Noma. Noma, you've been a brand influencer for some brands. What's the number one question that they ask you before they sign you up as an ambassador or an influencer for that product?
It's usually numbers. How many followers do you have on social media, and how's your engagement?
Right.
Yes.
So
Mostly that.
there's that aspect, George. Followers, the engagement. But followers and engagement don't always equal money. Why is it that companies or corporates are always just after how many followers do you have?
Yes.
What's the engagement? Why are they not asking your
The
followers?
quality of followers.
Yes, the quality of the
Yes.
followers that I have. Can they buy the products that you want me to be
Yes.
brand ambassador for?
Sure.
Can they afford the thing? Because I could have a million
followers.
followers.
But
I
they
could
can
have
afford it.
200,000 followers. But
Then
my
there's someone
followers
with 1,000
are
followers who has clients that
like quality.
followers.
So for me, in that regard, when it comes to branding, which is a broader spectrum of marketing, I always say this, that which is why I've said I've always moved around branded. I move in a branded car. I always make sure that I'm seen and branded, correct? So every single day, there's somebody who's going to see me for the very first time, right? And depending on what specific product or service I'm offering, that person knows somebody who may need that product. Yeah? So when the more people know about your product or service, which is why businesses ask how many followers, you've got 1 million followers. So if you post this in your usual engagement is 185,000 people, and these are in the country we live in, that means
We can target those.
yes, because out of those people, there may be 4 or 5 who did not know about our product or service.
Who will be interested.
Who then go to somebody's house and they say, you need an AC, or you need this, or there's this new type of cooking oil, or there's this. So it's important to understand that people look for numbers, because the secret in marketing, which is why even on soccer games, which is the most watched sport on planet Earth, if you understand how much they charge you for a 10-second advert when a major derby is being played, you'll be surprised and say, why do we pay that much? But they know that thing that they're trying to do, it's called subconscious embedding of a brand. Today, there are people who on their way to work, they saw a billboard of a specific food outlet and they wonder why they end up there. But remember, you have been subconsciously driven to actually go and purchase that specific thing because you kept seeing it over and over and over again. There's a movie I love called Focus about Will Smith. And, and you know, at the end of that movie, how this guy is made to choose number 55 specifically.
Yeah.
If you watch at the end of it, deliberately,
They set them up. Like
there
they
was a
literally
lot of
set
money
him up.
put and say choose any number. And that's exactly what happens with the human mindset. It always goes to something that it has continuously, repeatedly seen over and over again. This is why some of the big companies closed back then, because they thought we have arrived. There's now no need for us to engage in social media influencers. There's no need for us to post on our page. There's no point of us taking pictures, of doing, you know, all these videos, reviews, and all of this, because they think they have arrived. But if you know some of the oldest companies up until today, they still have a branding and marketing budget. You know, they're coming up with all these new things, innovative. I love the new one where they're putting names on everything, and that's you may not drink it, you may not buy it, but now when
You
it
know
comes
it's
with
there.
it's different, it's unique. If they are still doing it in your organization, you need to level up your game and come up with something creative
Yeah.
that is going to increase your sales. And that was creative to do that. You see. So it's important that we utilize this, and it's a creative element. And now when you know people are going about their business and you've come up with a creative marketing and branding campaign, everybody subconsciously, without you having to pay them, is going to post your product or service because they want to be affiliated with the in thing. You know, we've seen dance challenges of songs. That's promoting somebody's song for free. And that's exactly what's happening in this modern day and age. So when you understand that social media, especially in this day and age, plays a pivotal role in order to get people to know your product, because remember, there are so many people in the same industry that you are in. But what's going to differentiate you is your engagement with people.
Right.
Is the confidence that people have. Is, oh, George uses this product. Oh, George drives this. George is eating this. If he eats this, I certainly should try this. And because of that, it's going to increase sales, because everybody, remember, everybody has a sphere of influence.
True.
They are going to testify the goodness
And speak about
of
it.
how that chicken tasted, of how, you know, that lotion was, about how that experience was, about that, how that review of the hotel was. Everything.
Yeah.
Everybody has a sphere of influence. So we need, especially as businesses, to come up with very creative ways to use the social media capital to actually increase our sales. Because if we don't, I can guarantee you, this is not me just saying, if you're not advertising, you are dying very slowly, because there are other very aggressive people who are coming up every single day, who are taking your market share, taking your customers, because they are providing a different, better, more convenient solution than what you've been doing for years.
It's 8 minutes to 1 o'clock. George, a billionaire in the building for Hustle Hard. We're talking all things social media and your business. It's not an indicator of business performance, but it is important. Hi, George. Hi, Becky. And Norma. This one is from Brighton in Chisipiti. Brighton, let us know what you think of what we're discussing today. And this one is from Anna Mazeni. Thank you also for writing in. Question: does every business have to be on social media? Munamtengesa marata kumbari anodi anodi. Okay, yeah, I met him. Anodi ne social media.
True. So Becky, let me tell you
Okay,
this.
anodi social media.
Okay, I know you need social media. What do they need social
My guy.
media? Oh, Becky, it's Kuluma La. I was 18, Becky.
Yo,
Right.
I was like, okay, choke
This
me.
is called the mother tongue. This is called Shona.
I know.
Right. So think about this very simply, Becky. We're in this studio right now, and because of the current modern age we are living in, Becky, you want to purchase hair right now.
Right.
We're gonna go on the search engine, type
Like
hair
now, I
in
must-
Harare.
I
No,
must
we're
go
not gonna
now.
do it now. We're not.
Talk about
We're not.
yes,
We're not.
yeah.
So imagine we're going to search that. Automatically, that search engine is going to bring 5-6 options. We have not left this building, right? You find the one you want, you pick. You see an icon says call. Hi, how much is your hair? $25. Can you deliver? How much? We now have those motorbike guys who can deliver things $3, $4, $5. Did you leave this place?
No.
You didn't. So this is the modern age we are living in. So the guy who is in Mbare, right? Far there. I am constructing a building right now. I'm not going to drive in all this traffic that we have in this country and spend 4 hours comparing prices from this shop to that. And this is why those who are on social media who have posted, no matter what they are selling, Becky, the life we're living now is more about convenience. There are people who can come to your house, do your hair. There are people who can come to your house, do your nails. There are people who can come to your car and even service your car, Becky, just through a phone call. Because the modern day and age we are living in now is about convenience. So if you're a business out there and you say, I don't need social media, I rely on walk-in clients, Becky, there are people who do not even go into the CBD of Harare.
True.
There are people who kumbare kusia so the congestion, the hecticness that's there just to find parking. You're gonna take 30 minutes. But just because you saw something, you compare, you make a decision. Can you deliver? I'll pay you upon arrival. Is it this, that standard? If you're happy with it, an arrangement is made and that's that.
Delivered.
So to people who say social media is not important, I would really want to know what you're doing, and maybe you're benefiting from the best form of marketing, which is called word of mouth. Because word of mouth is people speaking on your behalf about your product and service and how lovely it is. But remember, what about those people who've never bumped into your product? And now when you search that specific thing that those people do, there are reviews. You know, Becky and Norma, I know whenever you're traveling and you want to go somewhere, you actually book your accommodation now.
Yeah.
And what you do, you go on reviews to see that others who stayed there, what did they say about that product, that business, that service, or where they are staying.
Yeah.
And when you see, no, it's 5-star, 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 they've been there for 10 years. No, they've installed aircons for this, that. No, these guys are credible. Let me ask them to come. Now you're not going to ask too many questions. You understand? But if you just go to that place, and remember, nowadays when you go to a place, you pay somebody, the inconvenience of probably the person you're giving money, let's say in Mbare, who says I'm the owner, and then they say give me your address, it's going to be different, because you're going to now lose money because it wasn't done in the proper way.
Sure.
And you're going to get a substandard product because you wanted 0.4 millimeters, then you get 0.2, and you know, there's a lot of things that happen. So without social media marketing, to all those listening, you are losing so many people. Without advertising, you are losing so much business that you don't know. Because I can guarantee you there are people, Becky, who come on your page, and only when they know, Becky's an MC, she's a life coach, Norma is also an MC. I didn't know that because you didn't put it out there.
Right.
So my favorite acronym, you will POOR, you will pass off opportunities regularly because people don't know what you are doing.
What it is that you're doing.
This is why it's important to use social media. Basically, for people to know what it is that you do. Otherwise, there is a larger market of people around the world who want your product and service. But because you never let them know about it, they never saw it when they typed the product or service you do on the search engine, your name never came up, your business never came up, they went to somebody else. And there's nothing more frustrating. I remember back in the days when we started, George, you should have told me you did aircons. We bought 20 the other day. Why didn't you?
My heart.
At least. And you think 20, but you are my guy. You.
I almost said amount.
Yeah. Look at that.
I almost said.
And imagine 20. But this is what taught me earlier on. Not everybody, George, knows your brand. Make sure you are very aggressive. It doesn't matter how people say you are well known. Be very aggressive. Let your WhatsApp statuses,
And
your
to post
Instagram
that stuff.
story, everywhere
You haven't made
are,
the money you
do
want
not
to make
be shy.
first.
Don't be
True.
Shailene or Nyarai about the product and service you do.
Anasha.
Yes, let people, everybody should easily identify you just when they see you by your product and service, because repeatedly you have let people know exactly what it is you do without you having to ask.
All right, with the last minute that we have, Anzi, hi, Uncle Billy. This is from Timi Nyamaropa, tuned in from Glenview. Anzi, I'm into virtual reality gaming. How do I market?
Yeah, that's you need obviously a location for you to do that. And if you've got a location, I remember back in the day I used to go to Joiner City.
Right.
That's when consoles were not affordable. So if you have that, especially in the community is in, it's not everybody who's got a gaming console.
True.
So all it is just create an environment. Of course, make sure it's air conditioned, especially in this hot summer, so that people can play more and more and
Make
more
sure
games.
it's air conditioned.
Yeah, make sure the weather's behaving in your environment.
Come
and then
on.
in your community, you charge people, they come. It has to be the right atmosphere, and that people can stay there long, and definitely you can actually make it.
Yeah, I like the aspect of location. Because virtual gaming, and then how much it costs to actually pay to play the game.
Yeah,
Really
but I mean, it's
important.
all over now, so it's
Yeah.
it's about making it affordable.
Thank you.
and
making it
just
affordable.
making the environment very conducive so people can sneeze on others
Yeah.
and they know in that community that's what's happening.
Uncle Billy, you've been real, like you are always real. It is 1 o'clock on Cappy Talk. Stand by for the news.